Yo, it's Trivelli. I'm back, and today I'm telling you guys why Lane Kiffin is a top 5 college football head coach right now. Before we get into the content, I just wanted to say if you guys have a second, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always dropping videos Monday through Friday, never slacking. Now let's get into the action. I want to break down Lane Kiffin's career over the last 5-6 years, basically ever since he took over the offensive coordinator job at Alabama over Nick Saban in January of 2014, the things he was able to do with Alabama, following that, going to FAU and having profound success, and now at Ole Miss, what I've seen so far, all three of those things combined have shown me all I need to know that, you know what, there's no questions asked. Lane Kiffin is a top 5 college football head coach. Now, the first thing I want to take a look at is his resume at Alabama. From 2014, 15, and 16, they had a combined record of 40-4. A lot of that has to do, of course, with Nick Saban's recruiting skills as well as his skills as a head coach. But what we also have to take a look at is their offensive numbers with Kiffin. In 14, 15, and 16, they never lacked on offense a single time. He made Jalen Hurts a Heisman winner as a true freshman, as well as producing players such as Derrick Henry and Calvin Ridley, etc., etc. His success at Alabama wasn't enough to not get chewed out by Nick Saban, but it was enough to land the head coaching job at FAU in 2017, where he absolutely changed the course of the program forever. This is what is going to be Lane Kiffin's calling card when it comes to his resume overall. People will always look back at the fact that FAU had 3-9 seasons consecutively before his arrival, and that program was pretty much drawing up dead. They had really no answers. As a FAU alumni, I know this. Going to the games, it was absolutely pathetic. The fan turnout, the overall buzz around the football program was a complete joke. And what he was able to do in 2017 turned Jason Driscoll, you know, Jeff Driscoll's younger brother, he turned him into a quarterback that had 150 QBR. You know, he was able to turn the ball over a very, very low clip. A lot of rushing touchdowns for Jason Driscoll. I'm pretty sure he broke some records when he was at FAU, like what was it? He's the only quarterback that had 4 rushing touchdowns in a game as well as 4 passing touchdowns in a game in the same season. That's awesome because this guy wasn't a spectacular player by any stretch of the imagination. But you know who was? Motor, who had 32 rushing touchdowns in that 2017 season to go with 1,900 yards. And it's not just offense. A lot of people are going to talk about, well, yeah, okay, he turned FAU's abysmal offense into literally a top 10 offense in the country in 2017 with multiple NFL players, skill position players on offense who ended up going to the NFL. But players all over the field, really. He's not just an offensive mind, and his defensive improvement for FAU was shown from them being a top 10 worst defense in 2016 to at least being a respectable top 50 defense in terms of points allowed and a myriad of other categories being top 50, as well as the turnover margin. I believe that they were, top 10. So, okay, in 2019, he returns to become the Conference USA champion. Chris Robison was his quarterback this season, who ended up throwing for 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. The guy was an absolute stud. We were top 25 in yards per game, as well as, again, a myriad of other offensive categories. And again, the defense took a step forward, a top 25 defense in the nation last year. And that has lingered this year for FAU, who's 4-1 basically because of the defense that Kiffin helped build for those 3 years. Some of those players are still there. Now, if we just look at it overall as a picture, FAU, again, was one of the worst teams in college football for 3 straight years, losing to teams like Charlotte or Western Kentucky, et cetera, getting blown out to 2017, 18, and 19, showing, okay, 2 Conference USA champions out of 3 seasons, top 25 passing stats. In 2017, top 5 rushing stats. The offense was so good, it was able to carry the team to 2 Conference USA championships, and the defense steadily improved in every single category from 2016 until now when he departed. The defense was night and day. It is known that FAU's defense improved miraculously over the past 4 years. Now, at Ole Miss, the defense was pretty much Swiss cheese, butter. I mean, just carve right through it in 2019. And that seems to be the case again here in 2020. But if you look at what they've done offensively, it is once again the Lane Kiffin show. As long as he can pull together the defense and make it a little bit more respectable, you do have to take a look at the fact that they've been over 50 points a few times this year. They put up 48 points against the mighty Alabama, and they haven't really been getting blown out by anybody. When they lose to Florida, it was 51-35. They are literally able to put up points with Matt Corral and Ole Miss against literally any team in the nation. It does not matter what defense it is. This offense can score 40 plus points on any given week. It does not matter who they play. So if Lane Kiffin can get his defense together, he is going to build a powerhouse here. I'm telling you right now, as early as next season, this Ole Miss team, pending any COVID pandemic type things that surround the season, I do believe Ole Miss next season could easily be a double-digit win team, because when you have a quarterback like Matt Corral and you have an offensive coordinator type mind like Kiffin, you're going to be set. Final thing I want to say about Kiffin is obviously his father is Monty Kiffin. So if you think he's just an offensive mind, just remember that his father created the Tampa 2. So the connections that his father has built is going to be able to land Kiffin more and more amazing defensive-minded coaches on his assistant staff as he goes along, because of the relationships that his father has built for his son. This is going to help him incredibly along the way as he moves up his ranks in his head coaching career to maybe perhaps bigger schools or even the NFL. He's going to be able to bring along defensive-minded coaches to help him out along the way, because we do know at the end of the day, Lane Kiffin is all about putting up points. That is why I believe, when everything's said and done, if you look at his resume, and don't doubt me now, wait the next 2-3 years and we'll have this conversation again. I truly believe Lane Kiffin right now is a top 5 head coach in the college football ranks. If you guys like this content, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what's coming next. Peace.
Find a way. Hey, we just gotta get away. We just gotta get away. We just gotta get. I'm living life like